I think we'll go ahead and get started. So find a comfortable place on your mat. I'm sitting on the smaller brown bolster. You're welcome to do that as well if you want or not. It just gives a little more space for your hips as we sit here and warm up. Thank you all for joining me today. Just as a reminder, this is a class to help us relax. It's very much a gentle kind of yoga. It's designed to help with anxiety specifically. There's a lot of movement around our spine. There's the vagus nerve that runs all the way up and down. And in a future workshop, I think we'll talk more about that. But if you have any questions, let me know. So today you'll feel a lot of movement around our center core to help engage the relaxation response, which is the natural opposite to our fight or flight response. If you've got the essential oils, you're welcome to breathe them in anytime that you need. You're also welcome to just take a break and pause anytime you need. I really encourage you to listen to your body. Whatever feels comfortable or not comfortable, you really want to pay attention to that. And if you ever need to take a break, you can return to a seated position like this, or child's pose, or even just laying down on your back, whatever's comfortable for you. Yeah, so let's go ahead. We're just going to start with a little bit of a meditation. So I want you to, or I invite you to, let your mind go to a different space, actually. So if you want to close your eyes, you can do that, or just gaze softly around the room and imagine that you're sitting in a quiet spot that radiates harmony and regrowth. Maybe a peaceful spot off your favorite forest trail or by the beach, by a stream. Practice taking in deep, full breaths. Now imagine that you're connected to the ground you're sitting on. Think of your body as part of that forest or that beach scenery, pushing your roots and weaving them way down into the soil or the sand, whatever is below you, intermingling with the other trees or plants, rocks or vines that are there. Now imagine being lifted up, stretched and pulled towards the sky. Your arms dancing in the breeze with the surrounding leaves or branches as they reach for the sky overhead. Keep breathing and just take a moment to appreciate how you're linked with this place of beauty and harness the power that you have within. Take a nice slow breath in through your nose and let it all go. Breathe in and out. Let it all go. One more in. Big exhale and out. Beautiful. All right, on your next inhale, turn your head gently to the right. Exhale back to center. Inhale, turn to the left. Exhale back to center. Inhale to the right. Exhale to center. One more inhale to the left. Exhale, turn back to center. On your next inhale, you'll tilt the head so the right ear goes near the right chin. Exhale, back up to center. Inhale, left ear to left chin. Exhale, back to center. One more time on each side. Back to center. Inhale to the left. Exhale, back to center. Beautiful. Next, we're going to do some little, I call them smiley faces with your chin. Basically, you're going to take your chin to one shoulder. I like to start to the right. And then you're just going to swoop down, make a little smiley face, drawing it down to the center and over to left, and coordinating that with your breath. Breathing in one direction and out the other direction. So you can do that on your own pattern 3 times. And feel free, if there's any spot that you want to just stop and stay at for a moment, that's okay. And back to center when you're ready. All right. Breathe in and raise those shoulders up, up, up near your ears. Squeeze them. And big audible exhale and let those shoulders drop. Good. We're going to do that 4 more times. I like to put my hands down on by my side. It's up to you, whatever helps. So breathe, inhale up, shoulders up near those ears, and breathe out, drop. Good. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good. Still, it can be gentle, but let those shoulders go up, up tall, and down. Good. One more. Inhale up and down. Beautiful. All right. Breathe in, arms up to the sky overhead. And then out to a T. We're going to turn our fingers up towards our shoulders, bending our arms. And we're just going to do some little shoulder circles. So using your elbows to make some circles, go one direction, nice and gentle. And other direction. Good. All right. Back to the center. We're going to leave our hands on our shoulders for a gentle spinal twist. So we're going to start by just breathing in. And then as we exhale, we'll turn to the right a little bit with our shoulders and our head. So breathe in. Exhale, gentle twist to the right. There you go. And then just hold that and breathe. If you notice your thighs or your knees participating, you can tell them just to relax. Back to center on your next exhale. Inhale. Exhale and twist to the left or the other side. As you breathe, just notice where that air goes in your body and what it feels like with each breath. On your next exhale, return back to center. Arms back down, maybe wiggle the shoulders out just a little bit. Hands up in front for just some gentle wrist rolls, one direction. It's really important to warm up our wrists for yoga. I used to skip this a lot, not knowing how important it was. Switch directions, down dog, any tabletop position where you're putting weight on your wrists can be quite a lot of work for them. All right, now palms facing to each other. And just push gently into your fingers and your palms. You may feel your forearms or your elbows wake up a little bit. For those of us who type a lot, this is really good for us to do. And point the fingers away from you just a little bit, just a little rotation. And breathe. Fingers back to center and then rotate in towards you, just a little bit, just an inch or two. And of course, if this creates any pain sensation, then back off. Very good, release. All right, arms up to the side like a T. And we're gonna bend in so our fingers are pointing towards each other in front of our chest. And we're gonna do some chest openers and squeezes with our shoulder blades. So as we inhale, we'll spread our fingers and pull our shoulder blades together, and then exhale, bring it back. Elbows stay shoulder height. So inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. 3 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Last one. Inhale, open. And close. Beautiful. I'm going to get a drink real quick. We're going to do some seated cat-cow to wake up our a little bit lower into our spine. This is starting to wake up the thoracic spine and again, bring the energy a little bit lower into our body. So as we inhale, let your chin rise and your chest or your heart go forward with a slight arch in your back. Exhale, round your back, tuck your chin. Ugh. Inhale, heart forward, raise the chin. Exhale, round. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, round. One more. Inhale. Exhale, round. All right. Now start to lean forward into the right, over your right knee and thigh for some circles with your heart and your shoulders. To the center, to the left, around and back. Keeping a similar movement in your spine where your chest and heart are forward at the center. And then as you come around to the back, tucking your tail and your chin. And switch directions. One more and then back to center. Go ahead and cross the legs, just balance out the body a little bit. Inhale, arms up to the sky overhead. Sit up tall. And as we exhale, we're gonna let the right arm go down to the side. And then we're just gonna place it gently on the ground and bend a little bit to that right side. Hold and breathe. Back up to top, to center. Exhale, left arm down. Slight bend to the left. Gaze can either be straight ahead or up under your arm, looking up to the sky. Back to the center. And down. All right, so next we're going to use more of our props. So go ahead and sit flat on the ground, feet straight out in front of you. We're going to do a supported forward fold. So this is a restful position. It should not require us to really work. So you've got some options here. The black one on your lap, and then you can decide how high you want to stack. Because in the end, you're just going to lean forward and let your head rest on either with your chest and your head on the bolster, or you've got your blocks. Sometimes it works well to put your blocks in between your knees and then you can rest. It just depends on how limber your lower back is feeling today or how tight your hamstrings are.
You have like unbelievably tight hamstrings.
Then you'll just probably go as far that.
Just put your head kind of down.
Yeah. And when you tuck your head down, you're actually extending a stretch through the fascia all down your back and your spine. So you can play around feeling a difference how you move your head. I'm gonna start us a little timer. We're gonna be here for a little over 2 minutes. So feel free to move as you need to, but just relax. As you're ready, go ahead and come out, moving your props to the side. Turn sideways on your mat to a wide leg seated position. And we're going to do some similar movements like we just did, but now in a straddle. So breathe in, arms up overhead. Exhale, right arm down to the right knee or right shin, whatever is accessible, and then lean towards those right toes. And breathe. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the left side. Inhale back to center. Make your way to a tabletop position if that's comfortable for you. If you have tender knees, you're welcome to fold the mat up under you. Sometimes that helps. We're going to do a cat-cow flow. So I'll just show you real quick and then we'll do it together several times. So cat is with the rounded back, cow is with the like the big sagging cow belly. And then we're going to push up into downward dog with our toes. And then when we come back down, we'll round our back again to cat. And then we'll go into cow. And we'll just cycle through that with our breath. All right, so breathe in, raise the chin, drop the belly. Exhale, round the back. Tuck your toes under, push up to downward dog. We're going to stay here for a few breaths, pushing through all your fingers and your palm and your toes. Knees can stay bent, a micro bend is just fine. Exhale, bend the knees, back down to cat, round the back. Exhale to cow, raise the chin, beautiful. Inhale to cat. Exhale, push up. And hold for a breath or two. Good. Lots of room between your shoulders and your ears. Exhale, bend the knees, round the back. Inhale, lift the chin, lower the belly. Exhale, one more time, round the back, tuck the chin. Push up on the toes, downward dog. And last time, bend the knees back down, round the back, and tabletop. Beautiful. Okay. Next, we're going to thread the needle. So we're staying on tabletop. Feel free to adjust as whatever is comfortable for your body.
Inhale, right arm up to the sky. Exhale, thread that right arm under the left shoulder. So you're going down, let the right shoulder, right side of your face down onto the mat. Resting there. Still pushing with that left hand a little bit to keep space in the shoulder. Inhale, right arm up to the sky. Push with your left hand to help you up. And right hand down to the mat. Other side. So we're back in tabletop. Left arm up to the sky. Exhale, thread it under the right shoulder, left side of your face down to the mat. Still using that right hand and right arm to help. Release, inhale, left arm back up to the sky. Exhale, back down to tabletop. All right. From here, curl the toes under and push back into downward dog. Back down to tabletop. We're going to do a little lunge and downward dog series. Open up our hips a little bit. So back into downward dog. Lift the tail. There you go. Pick up the right foot and bring it forward between the hands. You may need to move that foot around a little bit. Left knee bent, so knee down. Arms up to the sky, shoulders up tall, hands up overhead. Weight equally between your left knee and your right foot, a little bit of a balance. Posture here. Palms together and bend those arms back, your hands back behind your head for a little tricep stretch, a little extra balance. Challenge, hold and breathe. Exhale, release, hands back down to the mat. Take both hands to the left side of your right foot and move the right foot out maybe 2 to 3 inches for lizard lunge. And here we want to protect our knee by keeping it over the ankle. It's really easy for it to go out to the side or go forward. And if accessible and you want a deeper stretch, you can go down on your forearms. I'm going to stay up on my hands. Beautiful. Release that right foot back to meet the left and tabletop again. Curl the toes under, push up for downward dog. Left foot up and bring it to your hands. Bend the right knee. Raise the chest and the arms up to the sky for lunge. And if you'd like, again, palms together, bend the elbows for a little tricep stretch. Release the hands back down, both to the right of your left foot. Maybe move that left foot out a little bit or a little bit forward, whatever space you need for your hips. Untuck the back toes. Release, bring that left foot back to meet the right and tabletop. Tuck the toes and push up for downward dog. We're gonna stay here for a few breaths, so feel free to pedal out your feet if you want a little movement, or maybe sway your hips side to side. Remaining strong in your hands and your arms, pushing away from the ground. Walk the feet forward to meet the hands. Feel free to bend the knees. And we're gonna find a forward fold. Bend the arms and hold each elbow with the opposite hand and let that hang over your head. Little micro bend in the knees is just fine. Don't need perfectly straight legs. Release the arms. Inhale, halfway lift with a long back. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Long back. Exhale down. Inhale and slowly rise all the way up to standing. If you get a little dizzy upon standing, just squeeze your glutes. We're gonna find the mountain pose, which is a nice grounding, strengthening pose. You can do this anywhere. So if you need a little moment to just pause and ground yourself, this is one of my favorites. So feet just right under your hips, toes, a little spread so they can feel all the ground. Imagine those roots like we had when we started, going down deep into whatever soil you imagine below. Arms just by your side, palms either facing the thighs, or you can turn them slightly forward if you want more of an open posture. Chest proud, head tall. Breathe and just stand and feel strong and proud. Nothing will move you. Embody the mountain.
Widen your stance, 3 to 4 feet, depending on how tall you are. Arms up overhead in a V this time. This is also a really great pose for confidence. If you're feeling nervous and you need some more confidence, just stand like this for about 2 minutes and it does really cool stuff in your body. We're going to cross our arms and fold, and we'll do the other cross. So we'll do this twice. So just make a note of which arm you cross first. So breathe in, exhale, and right arm goes to left shin, left hand to right shin. However you want to cross, and fold. Both hands down in a cross. So one hand on one shin, the other hand on the other shin, if it's available to you. Inhale back up. Wide V with your arms. Take up space. Be big, proud. Whew. Exhale back down and cross with the other arm, whichever way is the opposite. One more breath here. And rise. Take up space, big V with your arms again. Beautiful. And arms down. We're going to turn 90 degrees to the right. So preparing for a few warriors. So right toes are going to face for you guys, the front of the room. And then left toes are going to be at about a 90-degree angle facing forward. So turning in towards your front. Turn your left toes in to your, there you go. You want to protect the knee and the hip. If we open up too far, this can be too much stress on the knee and the hip. All right, inhale, arms up to the sky. And hips are facing the same direction as the right foot. And so we're looking over that right foot. So turn your hips to the front of the room. There you go. Excellent. Okay. And then bend the right knee. Just put a little weight into that right leg for a lunge. Perfect. And if you notice that your right knee is in front of your right ankle, you need to widen your stance a little bit. Move that. Spread your feet. Beautiful. And exhale, open the arms up. Let your hips turn a little bit to the left for warrior two. And look, yeah, follow your hips with your gaze. Perfect. Flip the right hand so palm faces the sky and reach back with your left hand to your left thigh to find reverse warrior. Release back to warrior one, arms at your shoulders. Sorry, that's warrior two. And then turn forward to your right for warrior one. There you go. All right, and step to the front of the mat. And forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And fold. Now for the other side, step back with your right foot. And come up tall for the lunge on your left side. So left toes facing forward, right toes. Excellent. And I'm really wobbly on this side because I have a damaged ankle. So feel free to wobble with me if you are also wobbly. All right. So find our warrior one. Widening your stance, just so you know, definitely helps if you're wobbly. Your feet don't have to be right in front of each other for this pose. All right, arms up. Hips facing near where your left foot is pointed, a little bit to the right. Excellent. Bend the left knee for warrior one. Open up for warrior two. I'm totally facing the wrong direction. There we go. Okay. Flip the left hand. Reach back for the right thigh with your right hand for reverse warrior. There we go. Gaze can be either neutral or up by your hand. Release back to warrior two. Turn to your left for warrior one. And step forward to the end of your mat. Whew. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Forward fold. Bend your knees to come down into a squat. We're gonna take Malasana squat, which is not a very common pose in the Western world, so we're not gonna hold it for very long. And I don't know if I can do this with my ankle. It's very tight. So feel free to widen your feet as much as you want. Toes stay out at an angle to protect the knees. Hands together in front of your heart, elbows right inside your knees to help with balance. And breathe. Chest stays proud and open, head tall. Hands back down to the ground and release out. All right, make your way down to a seated pose, legs straight. This is another really good grounding pose if you're ever feeling a little unsettled. Hands just right down by your side, legs straight, sitting up tall. And imagine those roots again, coming down out from under you, securing you into the ground below. Sit up tall and proud and just breathe.
Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, bend at the waist and reach for the shin or the toes, whatever is available. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, make your way down to your back. We've got just a little bit more today, and then we'll be finished. Cross your arms over your front body. Give yourself a little hug. Maybe say thank you for getting out of bed and coming here today. Arms back down by your side. And move your heels in a little bit closer to your body. Knees are bent. Knees are bent, feet are flat on the ground, with your feet a little bit closer into your body than maybe feels naturally where they would go. Excellent. And you're gonna push down through your hands and your feet and lift your hips up just 2 to 3 inches. Exhale and down. Inhale, push and lift. Exhale down. One more time, a little higher. Inhale, push and lift. Exhale down. This last one, we're gonna push and lift and hold, and then I'll give you some options for different arm positions if you would like to try. Inhale, push and lift. Hips up to the sky. And hold. If you would like to try, raise your arms up so your hands are up to the sky. If you'd like a little more energy, let those hands float back behind your head so they rest on the ground. There you go. Keeping those hips up tall through the feet. And release, hips down, hands back down by your thighs. Beautiful. Release the legs, laying them down flat. For Shavasana or corpse pose, this is our final resting option for the day. This is where your body does actually all the integrative work. So this too sometimes can be skipped, but it's really important. This is where your nervous system and your body gets to absorb all of the benefit of what you just did for the last hour or so. So we'll lay here quietly, focus on your breath. Feel free to use a bolster under your knees if that's more comfortable, or even bend your legs with your feet back on the mat, whatever is good for you.
Turn your attention to your breath. Breathe in, feel the air come in, and exhale, feeling it leave your body. Start to return to this space a little bit, wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers, bringing some life back into you. Maybe do some wrist circles again, or ankle circles. Hug your knees. As you're ready, make your way onto your side in a fetal or tucked position. Use one or both hands to push yourself up gently to a seated position. Legs can be straight or folded. Hands to heart center, just a posture of gratitude. Thank you so much for joining me today. Maybe thank yourself. Inhale.
Exhale. Namaste. Feel free to leave your supplies, your props on the ground where they are. We'll take care of it. If you have any questions, definitely I'll be here for a few minutes. Happy to answer any questions.
Thank you.
You're welcome.